Hello and welcome to the 6th edition of the Meyer Memos. Today is October 4th, 2019. We have no staff meeting this week due to conferences. We have an ISST meeting on Wednesday, October 9th at 8:05 in room 308. We have a student council meeting. The first one of the year is Thursday, October 10th at 2:45 in the Media Center. And this is for all 4th and 5th grade reps. So 4th and 5th grade teachers, before then, please select 2 reps per class. Student council will be held monthly. We work on school spirit days. I lead the student council, and 1st through 5th grade take part in the student council meetings. 1st through 3rd grade classes, they send a new rep every month, or 2 reps every month, new ones, so that they can give kids different opportunities. But the 4th and 5th grade reps are consistent throughout the year. We have parent-teacher conferences Thursday, October 10th from 3:30 to 8. Classroom teachers, please provide a hard copy of your schedule to Lori by Wednesday of next week. I like to have those and need those because I have people ask me when conferences are, and having that whole list is very valuable for me to have that when people ask. We have a BLT meeting on Friday, October 11th at 7:30 in the conference room. The implicit bias training that we had, please note that there's 2 more, and I'd like for people to register on Frontline. Look for OLI implicit bias training, and we'll figure out how to get you the credit for the first one that we already had. And if you have any questions, let me know. School safety, we did our lockdown this past week, and we had some doors that were not locked. Doors need to be locked at all times. So whether you keep your door open or closed, they need to be locked so that people can't just come in. So that is very important. I need to have everyone do that. Lead teacher support. Scott, as you know, is our lead teacher. If you're having trouble with a student and you just need a little time, if you're able to bring the student down to Scott. Scott will hang on to him for 5 to 10 minutes for a break, and then he will decide when to have the student return. We've done this in the past with our previous lead teacher, and we want to offer the same system here at Olson. Thank you, Scott. End of the day procedures. I've been noticing that we've had kids coming out of the classroom doing different things at like 3:05, 3:10, and I know that there's different things happening. We have a very short day, and there's a lot of things built into it, so it's very important that we utilize the time as best we can. So I want and make sure that everyone is where they need to be so we can get the most out of the kids when they're here. So remember, patrols head to posts at 3:15, Kid Safari at 3:17, and then bussers, walkers, and parent pickups go out at 3:20 when the bell rings. Grade level teams, please have 1 teacher in the gym area, and then 1 teacher goes outside. This is very important that we do that. We want to keep a lid on things so kids are calmed down. So if we have to hear anything in the walkie or whatnot, we can make choices or decisions if we need to stop a bus. But I've been noticing that we've had a lot of kids in the hallways around 3 o'clock or 3:05, more than I think should happen. So please make the most of your time. We just have a short day. Thank you. Here is our new lead custodian. As of today, Jake Ekstrom is going to be our new lead custodian. He worked in BPS for a few years now. He currently holds an outside position here on the Olson campus, so he's the guy mowing lawns and trimming trees. He's going to ease into the transition, so Chia is going to continue to work with us, and he'll be working here and there, and he'll be at full time here in a week or so, or a couple weeks. With that, please welcome Jake if you see him. Strategy of the week is called the solution fluency. Decide exactly what needs to be solved. Discover, research and gather, analyze knowledge of the problem. Dream, open up your heart and mind to possibilities of solution the way you want it. Then you design, which is this is the workshop phase. And then the deliver involves the action of completing the product. And then the debrief, which is what we usually do at the end of most lessons. So this is a strategy that can be used for many different types of content. If you have any questions, let me know, or let Kelly Kalor know from Sparks. Literacy classroom visits will take place on October 21st and January 9th. The October 21st one was changed because it was originally on October 23rd, but due to the district calendar, there were not any subs available, so we had to move it to October 21st. The people that were interested in wanting to be a part of that are for the October 21st is Sue Duffy, Tyler, Stacy, Claire, Jenny, and myself. And then January 9th would be Sue, Abby, David, Julie, Christy, Jenny, and myself. So the things to do is the people that are on this list, please go into Skyward and request a guest teacher. If you have any questions, let myself or Lori know. Thank you. Targeted services. The referrals are due this Monday. I know we have in about 30, and I know that people are busy and it was short notice. We'll probably have close to 100, so there's a lot of them still out there. There were a few questions. Please utilize Infinite Campus to help answer some of those questions. For example, if you're trying to find if a student was in summer school, as you can see, you put up, here's a picture of it. I blocked out the child's name. If you go to student, get their name, and then you look at enrollments, then you can see that this child had summer school, and then in 5th grade, and then there was summer school in 4th grade, and so on. So that way, this is where you can find the information to whether they were in summer school or not. This is for grades 2 through 5, and then please present registration at the conferences. So that's why we have such a short notice. Carol Lau is working on the letter, and she will get that to folks prior to the start of conferences on October 10th. Thank you. Map data. So we collected the data I did from fall to fall, from last fall to this fall for our current 3rd through 5th grade. And our reading scores were 61% were meeting their growth, and with a PEG of a 125.56. Those of you that are not sure what that is that means that 100 is percentage of expected growth. 100% is a year's worth of growth. So our kids are making, on average, 100 or a full year and a quarter. In math, it was 64.6 were meeting the growth with 127 pegs. So very similar. Anything over 60% is pretty good. So kudos to everyone. Keep working hard. Thank you for that. And then one little tidbit, the IXL data. We had Dave Heisted did a study with Ridgeview, Westwood, and us, and with our use of IXL. And what he found is that there's a 37% increase in chance of students meeting their expected growth if they work 60 minutes a week on IXL. Now that's pretty solid, and IXL has different numbers for how you should use it and whatnot, but this was a study that we did for just these schools and germane to what we do. So this, I would highly recommend that people use this and use it well, because it can very much help students improve or grow. So if you have any questions, let me know. Learning supports, again, I shared the quiet room process, the referral levels. Be sure to send the quiet room slip and indicate who will call. I'm working on getting a better sheet, because if I try to print this, it gets kind of dark. So that's why you haven't received a copy of this. Attendance process, as a reminder, attendance taken between 9 and 9:15. Carol's responsible for daily attendance. Please forward all vacations to Carol and myself. And also know that it's very important that you get attendance done. And I know sometimes we mess up or we forget, but it's really scary when we send stuff out and parents get a call that their kid isn't in school. So that's one of the reasons. And it's hard for Carol to keep track. If we have people not getting their stuff in, she has to go around and check on people, which leaves the quiet room unattended and so on. So it's really important that we get the attendance done on time and in. Lastly, we have social emotional learning intervention services. Caitlin sent out an email this week. She's asking to remind people to please enter students you are concerned about. She will provide permission slips to teachers for conferences so that you can give them to families. And then she will start seeing students after MEA. With that, thank you for another great week. Have a wonderful weekend, and go Twins.